is Lady Boulay, and welcome back to Black American Lineage. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, for your comments, and for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. Well, y'all, it's getting hot in here and things are on fire. Donald Trump, who thought that he was going to be crowned the President of the United States, is suddenly facing some stiff competition with Kamala Harris. So he always has to go and do something shocking or something that's out of the box. You know, he got to think outside the box. So now he's talking about ending birthright citizenship, of which I agree with him. But just because he came up with the idea doesn't mean that somebody else couldn't implement it. If America pushes back enough on this whole thing about people just walking up into this country illegally, having children, and now all of a sudden we're responsible for them. If America pushes back against that enough, any president can end birthright citizenship. And before it's over, I believe this country will. I believe something will be done because it becomes burdensome to the citizens of this country to keep taking on people, to keep taking on the children of people who are not here legally. And we're responsible for them, for educating them, for feeding them, for providing housing for them. It's not right. This article comes from NBC News. Litigation is a certainty. Trump's call to end birthright citizenship would face a mounting of opposition. I don't know if it would or not. It just depends on who's on the Supreme Court. When Donald Trump took office in 2017, he immediately issued a provocative executive order banning travel from Muslim-majority countries, which led to chaos, confusion, and a flurry of lawsuits that ended up at the Supreme Court. If he wins the election in November, he has pledged to follow a similar course on another contentious policy proposal, ending birthright citizenship. As we have discussed on this channel, birthright citizenship began with the enslaved people. The 13th Amendment ended slavery in America. The 14th Amendment gave them citizenship. The reason they had to be given citizenship because they were not citizens of the United States as enslaved persons, and there was no avenue for them becoming citizens. So in order to make them citizens, they had to pass an amendment. That was not passed for white people because white people who came into the United States as immigrants still could become citizens. That amendment was only written for the enslaved people. And what it said was, if you were born in the United States, now you are a citizen. And that took care of all of them, from the newborn all the way to the oldest enslaved person on a plantation, because they were all born in the United States by 1865. That amendment was not written for people who might come into the United States illegally in the 21st century, have children, and now we're responsible for them. So something really does have to be done. So birthright citizenship was about African people who had been enslaved in America. But the key words are birthright. If you were born in the United States, then you can become a citizen. And everybody is taking advantage of that amendment. And it needs to be repealed, if not repealed, revised. In May of last year, Trump released a campaign video renewing his call to end the long-standing constitutional right, saying he would sign an executive order on day one of his presidency that would ensure that children born to parents who do not have legal status in the United States will not be considered U.S. citizens. The United States is among the only countries in the world that says even if neither parent is a citizen or even lawfully In the country, their children are automatic citizens the moment the parents trespass onto our soil, Trump said in the video. So that's how they've been doing it. Coming across the border when the mother is 9 months pregnant, ready to give birth, and then they give birth at a hospital in Texas. The baby is an American citizen, and neither parent is a citizen. It doesn't make sense. Birthright citizenship has long been understood to be required under the Constitution's 14th Amendment, which states all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. The language was included in the constitutional amendment enacted after the Civil War to ensure that black former slaves and their children were recognized as citizens. Under Trump's proposal, at least one parent would need to be a citizen or legal resident for a child to receive birthright citizenship. He indicated in his video that the policy would not apply retroactively. Policy would begin the day it was signed into law. It wouldn't go back and get all these illegals that are already here. It is unclear exactly how many children a year are born in the United States to parents who are both undocumented, or how many of them could be described as birth tourists under Trump's foundation. So if at least one of your parents is not a citizen of the United States and you're born here, then you are considered a tourist. Despite Trump's pledge, the plan to end birthright citizenship is not specifically mentioned in the 2024 Republican platform document, which includes a chapter titled "Seal the Border and Stop the Migrant Invasion." The platform does not include language pledging to prioritize merit-based immigration and end chain migration, a term used to refer to people who have U.S. citizenship and then use their status to help other family members enter the country. A Social Security Administration spokeswoman noted that the agency does not hold data on immigration status, which it has to verify with the Department of Homeland Security before issuing immigrants a Social Security number. Currently, a U.S. birth certificate is all that is needed to obtain a Social Security number or passport. Emma Winger, a lawyer at the American Immigration Council, said that Trump's proposal would affect any child born in the United States, as every parent would now need to take an additional bureaucratic step to ensure that their baby is registered as a citizen. Everybody relies on the fact that they are born here. They just need to show proof of birth, she said. It would be a radical shift. Well, it would be, but it might be something that might benefit the public. It's worth some effort to do something about all of these illegals coming up into this country having babies, and half the time you don't know how many people are here, how many of them have babies. It's just hard to keep up with it when people are not legal. From where I sit, this immigration problem is getting out of hand, especially this illegal situation, and this would be a good place to start. This would be a very good place to start to decrease this illegal immigration that's really frustrating everybody. Just let everybody know you have a child here. If you're illegal, your child is illegal. Stay at home and come here the right way if you want to come. Now that's how I feel, but let me know how you feel. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel and have a great day.